A very special thank you to everybody who tunes in to the Justin Podcast. And I also want to give a special thanks to all my sponsors.
O'Reilly. It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop in today and check out store-wide savings plus earn double points on over 225 items. It's our way of saying thank you. If you're not already a member, sign up today during O Rewards Member Appreciation Month. It's fast, easy, and free. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
He's considered to be the greatest announcer in XTV history. And now, Justin Turkey Leg brings his famous voice along with his awesome friends to the podcast world. This is Justin's Podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Justin's Podcast. I am Ernest Justin Turkey Leg. And today, we got a bit of a different style of podcast today. We got a triple whammy. That's right. You know, three guys. And, you know, take a look at the title and take a look at the three names who I'll be talking with today, and just tell me to you, what do these three names have in common? Well, maybe if it ain't come to you immediately, if it's not obvious, maybe you'll be able to tell from the conversations that we have with each of these individuals. Very unique in their own right. And I'm looking forward to talking with Tasha Van Danna. Actually, I did it already. I'm talking to y'all like it's gonna happen, but you know, I'll be trying to kayfabe. But the truth is, I'm just gonna open up. I did these interviews already. I talked with Tasha Van Danna. In fact, she came by last night. She and Tony, they was just strolling through, you know, and I was just like, hey man, you know, y'all in town, you know, why don't I just throw on a recorder and we cut a podcast, and you know, they was down with it. You know, we had been scheduled to get together anyways. So I was actually gonna talk to them over the phone, but since they was hanging out, you know what I'm saying, over in the Soho district, I said, well, come on by, and so they did, and we sat down for a little bit, kicked it. You know what I mean? TVD is actually a pretty fairly, you know, popular character, and I think Tony, you know, I think he's got a lot of charisma that is untapped. You know, he was pretty quiet for the most of this podcast, but he really does got a very something electric about him. You know, he does radiate this confidence, and you know, just a hell of a guy. So my conversation with Tasha Van Danna and Tony Van Danna is actually going to be coming up first. Then you'll be hearing from Kareem the Dream Strong, the very controversial Kareem the Dream Strong. He's actually going to be coming up after that. And then finally, my good old friend, Mr. Pac-Man from Pac-Man and Company. I'm going down. Well, no, that's Yaki. What's my Pac-Man? I ain't got a Pac-Man impersonation. Oh man, but anyways, he's definitely gonna be a part of the podcast this week, talking about Taurus and Aaron, talking about what he's been doing lately, and what he's gonna be doing in the future. Three very interesting and I believe very compelling conversations that I'll be having with my three guests. But first, before we get into that, I just want to tell you guys what's on my mind and what's on my heart. We was able to finish XTV's, or should I say AOA and NXTV's Worlds Collide. It's finished. It's uploaded. It's successful. You know what I consider a success is when the pay-per-view was thought about, planned out, laid down, executed, and then exported and uploaded successfully with no flaws or flubs. See, that's why I say success. Success ain't got nothing to do with the numbers, man. I mean, we do this for the love. We ain't trying to be the most famous people. If that comes, I mean, yeah, we push for that. Like we push for like, okay, let's get some clicks, let's get some notoriety, let's get some views. But you know, personally, my thinking is that as long as you're going out there and having a good time, the people that's going to find you and gravitate to you, they gonna stick around. You know, because those good vibes that you putting out are contagious. They want it. They need it. We all need it. We all love it, and it's a good thing, you know, to be a part of a YouTube community that's out here entertaining each other. And you know, like ever since Worlds Collide, you know, this particular week, it's August 15th today, and this particular week, you know, I think that XTV World went up like 3 or 4 subscribers. Or I could definitely say over the past couple weeks, XTV World went up like 3 or 4 subscribers, like for a shoot, and just for various different reasons, I believe. You know, the Worlds Collides event, different things have been promoted, and just different things. I mean, via Twitter, via Facebook. So thank you guys, and you know, we always subscribe back to the channels that subscribe to us, and we take a look at these guys, and you know, a lot of these guys got big old numbers. You know, they big old channels, and they're very creative and dynamic. And when, you know, I'm thinking to myself, what in the world? You know, because sometimes it's not even wrestling channels or like gaming channels, and it's just like, what in the world made you gravitate towards XTV? So that's that's pretty cool. Um, New headphones, ladies and gentlemen. We 50-50 about them. They're not really. We are not able to perform XTV East Meets West the way we were doing. My solution for that, I say, let's just get new headphones, but like let's just have 2 pair of headphones, so that you know we ain't got to worry about all that. You know, everybody is online for East Meets West, and we just do it that way. You know, yeah, because it's too much of a hassle to keep on just going back and buying headphones. We got some headphones. They do work. They don't sound the best, in my opinion. But that's what we got for right now moving forward. I think that we don't need to keep spending money on new headphones. We just need to work with what we have and make the best out of it. If they become a problem, which I don't think they will, because you know Worlds Collide came out just fine. So I think it'll be fine. But and we still learning how to work this doggone gizmo. It's got all kind of buttons. Sometimes, you know, I'm online with J&W Boss just talking off of air, and you know, talking about, you know, things like you know, how XTV is moving forward, how AOA is moving forward, you know, how we feel about, you know, the current state of XTV and different things like that. And sometimes I gotta turn my headphones around, and I just discovered that the side with all the buttons and gizmos and gadgets is the side that needs to be on my left ear. Now if I can only learn how to control each button and learn where each of them at without looking, I guess that's how I'm supposed to do it. But I always just take it off. I just be like, oh, hold on a second, and I'm messing around with the headphones, you know, and different icons are popping up on the screen. It's crazy. Bob Classic and Killer recorded their message to the fans just last night, and that should be coming to XTV World soon. Those two, of course, as everybody knows, and if you don't know, they have they've had their sentence extended. You know, a lot of fans even outraged, or you know, at least upset at that decision. But you know, really at the end of the day, it's all FYE for your entertainment. Po Bob and Killer. Just man, hang in there, keep your asses clenched, and come home, guys. Come home. Do something good. Did you think of that? Do good things. Maybe people will be like, you know what? These guys ain't bad. They shouldn't be here. Let's clear up this space for people who deserve to be here. And let these boys move out. I talked to Bob recently. He said that he's going to be on work release. whereby he's going to be able to do some color commentary for an XTV live event that's coming soon. Looking forward to that. What else we got? Mortal Kombat coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got to understand this. The Mortal Kombat X movie was created last year. Okay? So if you're hearing this before you see the Mortal Kombat movie, understand that Ricky Hands had put this thing together, and these are just my thoughts, just looking back at it, and from what I've seen, just kind of browsing over it. The first part is going to go up on XTV World this weekend, the weekend of 4/21. But the whole thing is that like some of the sound is like a little bit off. You know, if you've seen some of the NXTV episodes and like it's a little bit lagging. Yeah, that happened on this movie. I just want y'all to know that. I don't think it takes away from the movie, but you know, it's up to the public to just say what they think about it. I think there was a preview of the movie. They previewed it on the show that just took place, Worlds Collide, and it's been promoted. It's been put out there. I think that they need to put out the trailer. You guys need to put the trailer out on Facebook, just the trailer by itself, and put this weekend or something like that. Let people know that it's coming out. Let people see it, because I remember when Cassie Cage and Jackie Briggs, when they did this little face-off, it was a part of it's what they came up with for promo practice that was going to be put out on Channel X TV or no, not Channel X TV, but on the East Coast channel and XTV World. They came up with like this little Mortal Kombat get up, and like it was like probably one of the most popular promos. I mean, Raylan was her and Cassie. They was pretty popular. It was some popular ones, but that was definitely one of the top ones. So I think that the XTV and Mortal Kombat thing is a good idea. I think it's good for us. It gets light shined on us. Using Cassie Cage and Jackie Briggs has been it's worked out tremendously for us, and I think it'll continue to. Cassie Cage just recently signed her contract to XTV. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but I just said it, damn it, because I'm excited. Y'all don't understand. Cassie, for like a whole year, y'all, she just been like, oh man, y'all ain't gonna put me on there, and this and that, and we just keep on telling her, hold on, Cassie, your time coming, Cassie. And even as the weeks, count down to where she's supposed to make her debut, we still telling her, hold on, So yeah, people are anxious about getting Cassie put out, packaging her, and making her a part of some show, whether it be XTV or NXTV. We still don't know. They still working with Cassie all the way down to the last minute. That's XTV. Everything got its priority. It's so many stars, and I think that that's the story of today's podcast. That look, it's so many stars in XTV that it's hard to book everybody, to give everybody a important and standout story. And I think that with these three interviews today, or these three conversations, I think you're gonna see exactly what I'm saying. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of this here break is my first interview with Tasha and Tony Bandana.
Subway Restaurant's Storytime Theater proudly presents Jack and the Beanstalk.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell something delicious. Hey, little fella, what you got there?
Oh, this? It's the Big Hot Pastrami Sub from Subway Restaurants.
That does look tasty.
It sure is. Climbing that beanstalk out there makes you hungry.
You mind if I have a bite?
Sure! Sure. I'll trade you for that goose over there with the golden eggs.
You got a deal!
Hungry for something big? Then pick up a big hot pastrami sub from Subway restaurants. Layer upon layer of delicious hot pastrami stacked high and toasted to flavorful perfection on freshly baked bread. Topped with pickles, mustard, and melted Swiss cheese, it's the perfect way to satisfy any giant-sized appetite. Big hot pastrami available at participating restaurants for a limited time only. See restaurants for details. Subway. Eat fresh.
We rolling sound here, ladies and gentlemen. Guess who stopped by? None other than Tasha and Tony Van Danna. I told y'all I was gonna have them. What's up, man?
Hello.
Happy to have you guys here. Welcome to Justin's podcast. Two people who I'm a big fan of. I mean, and with such an influx of brand new talent coming into the world of XTV, through NXTV and sometimes even through the Proving Grounds. Of course, Tony, that's when you got your first start. But a lot of times talent gets looked over.
Or even fired.
Well, yeah, I mean, we gonna get into that. But I want to kind of start out from the beginning because I want to ask you, Tasha, what is it that actually brought you in to XTV?
Actually, it was Miss Martha because she was actually saying she was looking for talent and she just needed people to fill her roster and I was somebody who she was really into. She looked at a whole lot of my stuff on the internet, and she liked a lot of my indie matches, and she just took a notice to me. She told us that she got into the game kind of late, but she's looking for a restart. And then, she hired me. And, I was telling her, once I got into it, she didn't even know about Tony, but,
I just got left out.
But,
it's true.
Who's telling the story? But, yeah, so she hired me and she liked me. She used me before NXTV actually really started. I was a big part of it, and pretty much the rest is history. She treated me fairly. I'll just say that. I wasn't on a whole lot of shows. They used me for pictures and they used me for things that they wanted to. The kind of deal that I had wasn't really the typical, NXTV deal where you're in there for maybe 6 months to a year and, you have you're full time basically. I wasn't really like that. They brought me in to promote me. They brought me in as a favorite of me, to, promote that I'm the beautiful, Tasha Van Danna and, get my gimmick out like that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I noticed, when I typed in your name on YouTube, the first thing that actually comes up, and I don't know if it's like that for everybody else, but I have, the first thing is Tasha Van Danna promo practice, and that's from XTV East Coast.
Yeah, so, that's what it was. That was my whole point in being here, and I did a few matches, and they showcased that on the XTV World Channel. Me versus Raylan and me versus I think me versus someone else. Jessica. Yeah, because we have a history as well.
She talking about Jessica B, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Jessica B.
It's crazy though. Because in the small amount of time, I feel like in the small amount of time, that you was here in XTV, Tasha, you made a bit of a splash. I mean, and the people that I talk to actually remember you, for being, the beautiful Tasha Van Danna from Russia, So I want to kind of get into that, and how did that gimmick come about?
Well, actually, it was just something that they proposed to me. Like since my last name, since my name is Van Dana, then they were thinking I'm like, Van Dam, or something like that. Something foreign, like something outside of the United States to just give me a uniqueness. They didn't want me to be American, so they just told me to talk Russian. So I tried to talk like Lana from WWE, but tried to put my own spin on it, and just try to be different.
Oh yeah, I mean, you definitely was different. I'm gonna play this promo real quick. Oh snap! I love this.
Most of the girls in the world are regulars. Most of the girls in HTV, they have either one or the other. They are not full of brute force. They are not from Russia, where the women on Amazon like, we are strong, we are courageous, and we are true to our heritage. No one in XTV can take on the madness of Tasha Van Danna. Nobody is as pretty as me. Nobody is as strong as me. And that's why I come in with my brute force. I am beautiful.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, I mean that's not my best work really, and really promos weren't really my thing. My gimmick is just to be, strong, and look pretty, and just be very powerful and dominating, at the same time. I'm a big girl, so that's what it is. And
So you made that up.
yeah, it's mine. It's my gimmick. I take it everywhere. I put it in my hashtags.
Hey, you definitely one of the more higher downloaded stars here in XTV, and I mean back in 2017.
Yeah, because it took us a while to actually get acclimated with 2018.
How you feel about the way you came out this year?
I feel like it's good. I feel like it's I feel like I've evolved, and I've been doing this probably since 2K15. I think you can find some stuff as far back as that. So I mean, it's just fun. This is what I live for. I'm happy to be a part of XTV again. I had my first match over the weekend of Worlds Collide. I fought against Tasha Banks at XTV Studios.
Yeah, we was recording. We did some commentary, me and Terry Williams, but it didn't record. We didn't have our settings right, and so that'll probably be something that's voiced over later on down the line on the latest in XTV or something like that.
Yeah, but it was great though. I had a great response. People were happy to see me. I was happy to be back out again. I think Tony, did you come out? I don't remember.
Who cares? Oh man, well speaking of Tony Van Dana, I gotta say I was impressed. I think you wrestled up against Finn Balor, right? Yep, that was my first match on the Proving Grounds. Wrestled up against Balor. We went for I want to say 25 minutes. Like it was it was quite the contest, and I think it's still up on the internet on XTV World. I'm not really sure, but yeah, he definitely pushed me to my limit. And then the thing about you, Tony, was that they brought you in rather early, to be a part of XTV. I mean, or NXTV. They were ready for you.
That's because they had in mind already a package for us. They were like, okay, there's no reason for him to be down there. Put us together, and then they probably, I think they said they needed a match for Live in Dallas, was it, or something? I think it was Live in Dallas, and where Tony fought against Kevon, and Tony lost, of course.
Yep. Oh man, yeah, I think that was a pretty intense matchup though. I mean, the way y'all played that, I mean, y'all made it like it was a shoot because in real life, you guys are married, but on television, you guys play as brother and sister, right? So yeah, yeah, storyline. I had a problem with. I mean, this was such a rush storyline, but I think it was something that everybody could get behind. Like there been like some kind of beef with the brother and the boyfriend of his sister. So yeah, it's pretty simple storytelling, and I got my ass kicked by Kevon. Like I think I stiffed him in the matchup at one point, and he just like really shot on me. But it's all good though. Oh my God, don't piss off Kevon, man. Somebody made that point recently. I think might have been myself. I don't remember though. But yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. Definitely fun, a whole lot of fun to work with. Yeah, that's what you would say after you get your ass kicked by somebody. Well, man, but like Tasha, like you learn that Russian accent. Like what? I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's like you kind of picked up on the XTV way, like quite fast. I mean, we saw your promo just a moment ago, and it's just like. I mean, where do you think you get that from? Because a whole lot of people come into XTV and they don't necessarily get it, right off top. They try to make it something else, or they just try to do their own thing, and it's not really fitting in to the structure, quote unquote. That is XTV.
Actually, I had a lot of practice. Like, like the way I came in was I did a lot of classes, and like what you saw there was like what we were doing every day until I got fired. But
you got temporarily released.
I felt fired, because I came in, with this whole like this whole package and this whole plan, and then they were doing stuff for me, and then they cut it off, and then 18 came, and then they were like, oh well, we're not going to use you, and then they were just like, that's what they told me, like they said that they're just not going to use me.
Who said that?
I don't know that guy's name. I don't know his name, but it wasn't Miss Martha's. It was some person that they sent to tell me that I was fired. I don't know, something rotten or something. But anyways, yeah, they fired me. But anyway, they rehired me, and now it's all good, and I have a guaranteed 6-month contract, so it's different. But they hurt my feelings. I just have to say that.
I mean, it's just tough. I mean, especially in that women's division. You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard, and there's so much talent, and so many people, so many of the females, I gotta say, they feel that way. I've gotten that response from a whole lot of the women, in the NXTV locker room, that they feel like they neglected, they not being used, they was promised this, and they not getting it. And then when you take a look at what's on TV, you take a look at what's being highlighted, and man, you see who's getting the shine, but what's happening on television is kind of working. So that's why I feel XTV is going in that direction. We're going with it like that, and it's just at the end of the day, with the women's roster being so thick. In fact, I was thinking about posting like the entire XTV roster, XTV and NXTV. Just post the entire roster, showcase everybody who's currently active on the roster, so that people can see exactly how tough it is to manage and book this long list of characters. It's very, very tough.
And I understand, and that's why, it's just like, I did not make a big fuss about it. Like, I was just hurt because I felt like without a doubt, was going to be one of the ones that, people were like, okay, she's definitely got a lot to bring to the table. So, we're gonna use her. I mean, after everything I was told, and I understand what you're saying, but it's just the conversation that I had was so different from the way I was sent out.
And then, like, another thing was, like, Tony looked over there looking like shit. Ain't nobody give a damn about me anyway, so, but it's okay, Tony. Man. But, the thing about it is that, we were making a transition, like, with you, Tasha Van Dana. We were making a transition from, XTV, 2017 and then into 2018. And with you not being an XTV original, like, that's, like, the people that would get priority would be, XTV guys and people who are out there and available. So it's real tough, man. I mean, it's girls that's, like, right there at the proving grounds, that's right there on the edge of, like, it's guaranteed. Yeah, we know we want to use you guys. They are signed XTV talent. They've been on the roster, but they have not been on either NXTV or XTV. It's girls like that, and it's just so hard.
But no complaints here, because I understand that. I know girls like that. And if I had to go on proving grounds, like, I don't even care. Like, I'll just be on proving grounds. I just want something. I want to be out there, and I just want what I was promised, or then we don't have to do business together. We can move along. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I completely understand. Well, yeah, man. Tasha, Tony Van Dana, great catching up with you guys. I definitely wish you guys the best of luck. Welcome back to XTV. Is it anything that you guys wanted to talk about before we got up out of here? I think we covered pretty much everything. Oh, no. You know what? Oh, no, we did talk about you dating Kevon. You said it wasn't a shoot. But you like working with Kevon.
They only put us together because I had dreadlocks and he has dreadlocks, and we, like, both go to the same hairdresser. That's it. Because we know each other, and they figured we might have chemistry. And he was good, but it was short-lived.
I feel like you salty. You just all you can do is go out there and do better, Tasha. Go out there and whoop ass. Show them that the world cannot exist without TVD. Great catching up with TVD. Oh, man, Tasha and Tony Van Dana. Yeah, man. Good fun, good people, man. I think they got a good future here in XTV, and I completely understand, where those young people come from. I get it. It's hard though. It's tough. Week after week, NXTV have like 3 to 5 matches every week, and like it's so much stuff that you got to get in, and we're not trying to turn this into a 2-hour show. That's just too much. It's too much. People don't have time for 2-hour shows weekly, no. And it's just not yet is the whole thing, because it's not that big yet. So we got to just manage our time, the best way we can, and what's working, that's what's going to get priority. You know what I mean? And that's just that. Of course, XTV is shuffling the roster, mixing things up, got plans moving forward, and I think that shift is gonna definitely help things out. More on that a little bit later on. But yeah, we got more of Justin's podcast coming up after this here break.
We may may not be able to lower the cost of gas, but we can do something about how many miles you will drive per gallon. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store today and let us help you increase the performance of your car or truck. Simple things like replacing your air filter, changing worn-out spark plugs, and using fuel injector cleaner can add up to better fuel economy and big savings. There's an O'Reilly Auto Parts store close to you that has the name brands, low prices, and people who can help. Restore lost fuel economy and eliminate rough idle with Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, buy 2 and get 1 free. Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner quickly cleans clogged injectors to increase fuel efficiency and help your vehicle run smooth. Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner, buy 2, get 1 free at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly. Auto Parts.
On the line right now, ladies and gentlemen, Kareem, the Dream Strong. What's going on, Kareem?
Yo, what's up, man?
Where you at right now?
Yo, man, I'm at home, man. I'm up in Colorado. You know what I mean? Denver. Just at my home out here, man. Just laid out, chilling, man. You know what I mean? Got the little kid, got the little one.
Yeah. Kareem, ladies and gentlemen, just not had a baby boy.
Yeah, man, proud father. But,
what's his name?
Malik.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I think you told me that before.
Yep, his name Malik. But yeah, man, just over here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama's just pilled. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. You know what I mean? Just a lazy Sunday though.
Well, you know, I mean, it's crazy, Kareem. I mean, everybody kind of remember how you left, man, and that, you know, that's what the real issue is. It's because, you know, it's a lot of storylines that take place in XTV, and you know, they just kind of fall to the wayside. You know, if there is no closure, if there's no time or no, you know, not enough interest to, you know, put that emphasis on, you know, a particular storyline, it'll just drop.
Right. Been there, done that, man.
Right. So, you know, we figured that exactly. You know better than anybody. So it's just like, you know, we figured that, you know, with your whole situation with Bray Wyatt, you know, that'll be, you know, something that'll happen. You know, like everything else took place. But that wasn't the case, though, was it?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I said it before, man. I said it to Miss Martha, like, I ain't apologizing, man. Like, I wasn't like feeling the whole thing to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, man, I was like, I'll do it, man. But if this thing don't move nowhere, then
yeah, but you know, it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, you didn't really give it a chance to go anywhere.
Nah, I mean, you know, like, cause I mean, if we shooting, dog, like, to begin with, Bray Wyatt's the one who had, you know what I'm saying, switched up the whole thing on me. You know what I'm saying? By start beating on me in the matchup, if I recall correctly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like where they do that at?
Is that how it happened, Kareem?
Yeah, that's how it happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, cuz started, you know what I'm saying, beating up on me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I was just like, dang, man, I'll be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like this junk anyways. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, people at home, like, they couldn't tell what was going on. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, we both, you know what I'm saying, got taken off of TV for it. You know what I mean? I think actually, nah, to tell the truth, I had to fight, you know what I'm saying, to get him to get the same punishment as me. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't even take him off TV. You know what I'm saying? They just, like, let him go out there and play it off a little bit. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, make it seem like everything. And then it just be that.
Well, I mean, come on, Dream. I mean, when you think about it, you know, they brought you back. They ain't bring him back. You know, he did have his last few episodes, you know, but, I mean, that was pretty much the last that we heard of Bray Wyatt.
Nah, man, I mean, dog, you already know, man, it's so much to go into that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, we can go back and forth about that all day, man.
Yeah, point taken. But, I mean, you know, you did go out and you continue to do the what was that show?
The Fresh Start Show.
Yeah. I mean, you know, how was that experience?
yo, that was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, Dream, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna give you some spotlight. You know what I'm saying? You a big character. You know what I mean? Or like, and so like, cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like the East Coast always showed me love. Like, let me just be straight up front. You know what I'm saying? Like the East Coast always showed me love. You know what I mean? It's just that, like, cats just can't get past like the way they see things. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people see things the way they is. They got their perception of XTV. You know what I'm saying? And the way it should be, or the way it's always been to them. So like when somebody like me come around, you know what I'm saying? That's like kicking my game and like come at it with like a different type of psychology. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't got no respect for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what it's always been. Cause like I ain't never try to portray myself like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just like some larger than life character. You know what I'm saying? I always like came at it like I'm just like the next homie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, off the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's how I felt like I kicked my game with my fans. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm personable, you know what I'm saying? Like you can approach me and all that. But see, like I ain't gonna mention no names, Justin, cause you already know how shit go. You know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, I know what y'all thinking, but it ain't just one person, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple people. You know what I'm saying? It's this mindset to where, you know what I'm saying, if this dude want to kick his game like this, you know what I'm saying, then like that ain't how it fly in XTV, and that mean that you garbage. That's how it is. But at the end of the day, like that's what I like about what they did with me on Fresh Start, because they just let me come out there, they let me be me. I ain't try to, you know what I'm saying, do nothing extra. You know what I'm saying? I just went out there, I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? I fought matches, whether I, you know what I'm saying, whether I win, lose, or draw, or whatever like that. And then boom, just narrate the story, just tell the story. You know what I'm saying? That was it. You know what I'm saying? Like win, lose, or draw. So then like everything at the end of the day, it was gonna be all on me. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna do the same thing with like Justin Jr. You know what I'm saying? And like they was gonna highlight like a few, like one other person, I think. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Like if they down with that, if they trying to kick it with that, then like I'm perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's something that's still on the table. I've gotten several inquiries about Fresh Start and when that's gonna start, and there was like a bit of a cliffhanger on the last episode, and Terry Williams says that he wants to come at it with a different way, and we haven't fully kind of peeled open the wrapping, if you will, or the packaging for the how they approach it on 2K18. But and then like the roster is so damn full now that it's like, I mean, are you under contract?
I mean, it's like a dog, like it's like a verbal contract. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing inked up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm with XTV, but I'm not with XTV type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like pending, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the air. Because, you know what I'm saying, truth be told, like they fired my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like Miss Martha was heated. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went backstage that night, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just kind of grilling me. You know what I'm saying? And then like she called me in her office, and you know what I'm saying? She gave me the whole rundown. You know what I'm saying? What's this all about? And I told her. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna get mad at me, you know what I'm saying? For not wanting to comply with y'all, but then when I do business, then when this dude wanna step outside the box, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no punishment for him. So it's like y'all wanna shoot, then I'ma shoot, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I raised my voice, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I called her and I apologized to her, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I don't be raising my voice to no females, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? You already know, Justin, I'm a passionate dude, bro. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't gonna be having that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, it ain't going down like that, bruh. It ain't going down like that, bruh.
I completely understand, Dream, and it's just been something crazy. I mean, we here at XTV, and we always had high hopes for you. I mean, even when you first started back in 2010, and you went in there, you had your feud with Jazzma. You guys were like the perfect, yin and yang for one another. and you guys did great things in the ring, and you evolved yourself. You did some things, you tried them out. They didn't necessarily work so well, but I mean, and a lot of people, Kareem, like a lot like the storylines, a lot of people they just fall to the wayside. But you have remained in there. And I personally think it's because of that drive, because of that passion, and for the things that you spoke of once before, and I think that that's what connects with people, whether they want to admit it or not, whether they realize it or not. That's definitely the case. But I mean, I want to ask you, if you did come back, at what capacity would you like to? What would the dream? What would Kareem like? If he came back, and what would be his role?
At the end of the day, bruh, I mean, I like the fresh start concept really because it just gave me, like I said, like it let me be me, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna get over with like being in the ring, cause I mean like everybody got that like they own. I mean like you can, but I mean it's like like cause the people gonna gravitate who they gravitate towards, but I mean that ain't everybody necessarily they MO. You know what I'm saying? To like how they get that spotlight shine on them. And I know at the end of the day, like if I want like right now, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, well, like while I'm chilling at the crib and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like if I really want to like just make a splash and do something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I could, you know what I'm saying? But like that ain't really, you know what I'm saying? The way I see it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like. I don't know, man. It's just gonna take, you know what I'm saying, like for us creative minds to get together and just be able to like have the right platforms. You know what I mean? It's like you said, man. The game oversaturated right now. Like it's crazy oversaturated. You know what I mean? It was getting like that, like even when I was signed. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, man, the fresh start concept dope. Like to me. I really think ain't nothing wrong with going right back to 2K17 just for a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all already said, you know what I'm saying, that like the roster already full. Bam, I'm already on the other roster. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see what's wrong with just keeping that story going. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna have a whole look and everything. You already know what you're looking at, and you still don't know what's gonna happen on there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just off a whim, like we got it with Nate Shields, and look at the business that did. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, again, man, we can speak on that all day, bro. We can speak on that all day.
I hear you, Dream, man. What do you think about what the people are saying about JJ Strong? Have you heard the comments that they're making about JJ and his announcing?
Look, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like again, bro, you see what you see where it's coming from? Again, you see where it's coming from? It's always like that, bro. With the Strongs, you know what I'm saying? It's always like that. Like, I'm going to just say, with the strong men, you know what I'm saying? Because they always trying to clock our females. Jordan, Jackie, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Nelsa, my Aunt Nelsa, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to clock the girls. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the dudes, they straight be hating on us. You know what I'm saying? And look at how my pops kick his game. Straight professional. You know what I'm saying? He be having one-liners. He got everything, you know what I'm saying, that announcer's supposed to have. You know what I mean? He had everything that a damn in-ring competitor was supposed to have. But then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that he failed. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he wasn't given the sufficient amount of chances to really shine the way he was supposed to. You know what I mean? And yeah, he was already like older. You know what I'm saying? He was like later in the game. But at the end of the day, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about giving chances. And you already know, Justin. You already know how Cats is. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the resounding sound of XTV. Cats stay hating on somebody, you know what I'm saying, when they brand new and they ain't heard about them or like they ain't used to their style or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, you know, it's the same point that I made before. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing. Like that's the same thing that's going on with my dad right now. You know what I'm saying? They hate on him on the announcing. They hate on him on fucking on fucking wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And really it be on some damn wishy-washy shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like cause you play anything with him, you know what I'm saying? And it be like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be like, damn, man, JJ the man. Oh, damn. I wish JJ was here. How come JJ ain't here? Then when the nigga there is, boo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, make up your fucking mind, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be on some straight twisted shit, like for real, man.
How is Jordan Strong? You know, how's she doing?
Man, Jordan's great, man. I mean, shoot, same thing, man. I mean, she just like waiting on the phone call, like not sitting back waiting per se, like, you know what I mean? Like really me, you know what I'm saying? Like I just not got out the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, at least 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my thing I like to do, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like she get up, you know what I'm saying, with me in the gym, you know what I'm saying, you know, on her regimen whenever she can. But I mean, yeah, man. Like same thing, bruh. When 2K18 happened, a lot of cats lost their contract. You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, well really everybody lost their contract, and then like you had to re-sign. And cats ain't get re-signed. I ain't get re-signed. Jay ain't get re-signed. You know what I mean? Like, you know, several cats I know. So, you know, it just is what it is from there though, man.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, everything is in place, and you know, I was talking to somebody earlier on, you know, telling them that, you know, I mean, you know, you'll have your place. It will be here. I mean, everything is, you know, it ain't like somebody's got your locker or, you know, because everything that's specified for a particular talent is theirs. You always got a home here in XTV Dream. You know, it's always going to be people that love you. And, you know, I mean, I believe that I've told you before. I think last time you was on my podcast, I was telling you, you know, I mean, you gotta appreciate when you get that kind of hate and the love. You know, just appreciate it all, because that mean that people are watching. And I mean, when you real the way you are, and when you passionate like that, they gonna come at you more, and that just mean for you to just turn it up even more, Dream. You know, I think you're gonna really break through, man. You just got to keep on pushing forward, and you know, you just gotta find you and find your way of connecting.
Definitely, man. You know, I mean, like, I ain't quit. Like, you know, I'm still here, man. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm doing good. I'm living right, man. I ain't trying to, like, beef with nobody or nothing like that, man. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some kind of feedback. You know what I'm saying? That's going to probably, I don't know, turn into something. It always do. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm doing is just speaking my truth from where I'm coming from. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, yo. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you having me on, Justin.
Great catching up with Kareem Strong, man. A passionate dude. I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, when I, you know, before I picked up the phone, I was like, oh boy, here you go. You know, because, you know, he just, you know, it's just in him. You know, and there's a lot of guys like that on HTV. You know, they own edge. They got a chip on their shoulder, and you know, they deal with a whole lot of people, you know, doubting their skills, saying that they can't, saying that they ain't where they ought to be, and you know, different things of that nature. But it's like I told them, you know, Dream, you know, you're right there, man. You're right there. You just gotta, you know, embellish, you know, what you have, hone in on your skills, and just make them know who you are, man. I ain't ask him about that dark gimmick that he was trying to do. Well, I mean, we talked. I mean, you know, we talked about him and Bray Wyatt and how things ended, but you know, he said he didn't really like it. But I mean, you know, I could have dug in a little bit more. Only got so much time. But anyways, though, you fat son of a bitch. I wish that you would subscribe to a damn gym membership yourself, so that maybe you can get in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, there's another interview, or another conversation, I should say, with a good friend of mine, Mr. Pac-Man. That's right, he's on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
Hi, Tom Bodette here, just squeezing into some of these skinny jeans. You know, everyone's wearing them. Rock stars, hipsters. Okay, where are you supposed to fit stuff. I think I'll stick with something comfortable, like Motel 6, where you get a clean, comfortable, roomy room for the lowest price of any national chain. Seriously, how do you button these? I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6 and Motel6.com, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Oh man, always a good time when you catch up with Mr. Pac-Man. How's it going, my friend?
Hey there, honey.
Oh man, I think I was on an episode of we were live on East Meets West, I think about 2 weeks ago, when J&W Boss actually mentioned you by name, Pac-Man. I mean, how's it feel to know that people are still out here thinking about you?
Child, it's crazy. I didn't think nobody was thinking about little old me, baby.
Yeah, well they are, man, and I mean, I told him, I was like, well, I mean, since you brought up Mr. Pac-Man, that means that Mr. Pac-Man absolutely has to come back.
Yeah, I sure appreciate it. Cause I sure just been sitting home, child. They took me off my contract. My boys got me fired.
They got you fired. How did this happen?
They got me fired. They told me that they didn't want to be partnered up with me no more. And so Miss Martha had brought me in. She was saying, well, since they don't want to be partnered up with you, baby, we're just gonna have to take you off TV for a little while until we find something else for you.
Damn.
And so I just lost my contract just like that because of Tires and Iron. They signed a piece of paper. They say they don't want me no more. They done kicked out their own daddy, baby. They own daddy.
Well, it's crazy, man. I mean, you got over, and the reason that I feel that the reason that people gravitated to you is because, the first thing is, the whole point of you being with them is to get them over.
I mean, you see how far along they got with that, so. I mean, that they told me that, cause them boys, this is their first time in HTV. They ain't never did nothing like this before. So, I just went out there to talk for them. I've been doing this, child, since day one. I had my own doggone TV show up and down. Me and my wife been doggone tag team, child. So many championships, child. I got accolades. I'm a doggone Hall of Famer, baby. I don't need to prove myself to nobody, boo.
I know that's the truth, Mr. Pac-Man.
I just not came out of church. Sure did. And hold on, that is right there. Taurus! Taurus, Justin on the phone. He go Taurus right here.
Oh, look at this. Wasn't expecting this.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, King Taurus?
What's up, man?
Was you just coming out the PC?
Nah, man, we was just out there playing some basketball.
Man, I figured you be in the performance center today, man. Was you hanging out with Aaron?
Nah, man. Aaron, I think he went over to his girl house.
Yeah, man. We've been talking a whole lot about you, Taurus. I tell you, they got big plans. Has anybody called you from NXTV?
Yeah, they called me.
And they told you about some plans?
Yeah.
Did they mention my name?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, good job at kayfabing.
Yeah, you already know.
All right, Dan. I get up with you later, Taurus.
Yep. And change them doggone shoes. Dirty behind, little boy. Come out here smelling straight like straight park. Now, he told me, baby, he trying to sit up there and act all cool because you on the phone, but he so is excited, though.
Yep. I know, we record, and I think this going to go up later on today, so I can't spill the beans, but King Taurus is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to just say that.
That doggone, he better be around the corner from something because he about to get kicked out of here. Sure is. Boy, them two doggone boys, if they ain't doggone fighting in the streets, my goodness.
Well, Pac-Man, you are not known for really that the gimmick that you portrayed on NXT TV television, but I think that's what got people talking. I mean, how did you feel about making that transition? So far outside of being yourself.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. That really ain't too far from me, baby. Because I can always talk some trash. That's just me on the doggone 10, boo. That's all that is. That's all that is. That is Pac-Man on 10. Me being on TV, that's fun. I can do that any doggone time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm naturally a speaker, and I'm ready to tell anybody what's on my mind. So they just go out there. They told me go out there and just be natural, and that's what I did, baby.
Yeah, you did. You did such a good job, and I think that when people see Pac-Man, on any kind of marquee, they expected one of those Pac-Man promos, and I know for a fact of how great you are.
You ain't gotta flatter me, baby.
I'm just telling you, man. I already know, and I just wanna ask you, kind sir, if you would go ahead and cut one of those Pac-Man promos.
You know you wrong, but I ain't got no problem with that. Let me see. The time done come. Everybody out there knows that Pac-Man's been lurking in the dark, but he will be back out there. He will be back out one more time to show the entire world that Tarzan and you guys have lost a real good thing. You guys have lost the best thing that's ever happened to you. You guys want to go out there with your girlfriends. You guys want to go out there and play basketball and do the wrong things in your spare time. When I brought you nothing but straight to the top. When I brought you gold. When I brought you diamonds and anything that money can buy. Your own father, you threw into the ditch. Well, now I got a whole new plan. I got a whole new plan. Because I've told you guys before, if you've listened to anything that Pac-Man's ever said in the past, that I've got girls. That's right, Tarzan and Aaron, they ain't the only thing that I've got. That's right, and they're a thing of the past. But my new girls, my new breed of women, are going to run through and tear amok through the entire roster of NXTV. They're going to finish off every single female, including that pretty little Raylan. You're holding that championship real fine, and you got that nice little show on the gig. But let me tell you one thing, that's only going to be short-lived because the girls that I got, they ain't here to look pretty. They're here to dominate. They're here to win belts. They're here to get money. They're here to put cash in my pocket, and that's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah, baby. I do that without breaking a sweat, honey.
I wish I had a round of applause effect. Oh man, and you shooting with that too, because I mean, like you said that before that you have females, and I was always trying to wonder how in the hell is Pac-Man gonna be able to manage Tarzan there and the females.
I would have did it, baby. I would have had no problem with that. And shoot, I wanted to. I would have had a doggone Tarzan Aaron jacket like Jimmy the Mouth Hard. I would have doggone had gift for all my women, whether they come out of singles competition or not, baby. I sure would have. But yeah, I'm sure am. I'm managing me some new girls. Tasha, I don't want to got a phone call, baby. So like, they called me. They said we want you to manage some women. And I just, cause these ain't even the women that they was gonna bring me in with. Honestly, to begin with. And I don't know who they was. I think they was some 3 black girls. And then there was one time they was gonna put me with the Beverly sisters. She gonna be just like Miss Beverly. No, she doggone sure talk like her. Tara, put that. Lord, the doggone. I'm sorry, baby.
Another day in the life.
I just not came out of doggone church. Lord have mercy.
Oh my goodness. How is Miss Pac-Man, Mr. Pac-Man?
Oh, she good. She need to go ahead and make her appearance on TV. Because, shoot, with the way all this doggone talent is on TV now, shoot, there ain't going to be no doggone room for us, honey. It sure ain't going to be no room for us. I ain't lying. Because, doggone, there's so many doggone new doggone talent. I was down there at the performance center up there. I say, well, I ain't even met you. They let me, everybody went in there. They treated me so nice. I had a little ring set up, and they say, "Oh, go and speak for the church." So, I just went up there. I felt like I was doing a doggone seminar. I was standing up there and I was telling stories to all the children and stuff, and they just listened to me and so attentive. They treated me real nice, baby. I was real proud. I went out there feeling so good. God is good, baby.
Yes, he is. That's real cool that they done did that for you. With it being, at this point in your career, Pac-Man, and I believe that this is even the first time that you've been on this podcast. I definitely got to get you again. But, the thing about it is, after such an illustrious career here in XTV, where does Mr. Pac-Man go from here?
Well, I think that, I've been thinking about this for the past couple of years, and really, I think that what I'm doing here as far as managing, and I really had high hopes for Tasha in there, and I am proud of them boys, cause they done, they done got in trouble, but they trying to stick to it. They don't be on TV all the time, God, but they trying, and so I think I'm real proud of them. They just needed something that was gonna fit in for them, and I think that they gonna find that for sure. I really think they is. But as far as me though, ain't no telling. Shoot, if I get with the missus, honey, we might get together and do our little thing again. But besides that though, I'm just concentrating on being. Oh, it's raining. Oh, excuse me, baby, it's raining over here. I don't know if you can hear all that thunder. But, yeah, baby, I'm sure enough just gonna concentrate on being a manager.
Being a manager it is. Mr. Pac-Man, always great catching up with you. You've always been a good friend of mine. And, I'm gonna catch you on down the road, man. It's good talking to you.
Good talking to you too, baby.
Yeah, that's a bit of a bonus just then. Pac-Man actually called me. He actually had just called me the other day just to shoot the breeze, and I was telling him that I'm in the middle of actually editing a 2-part podcast, and I was like, well, we could roll sound real quick, and I can get in a few minutes with you, and he ain't had no problem with that. Me and Mr. Pac-Man go back, man. I'm talking about y'all, man, we go back like it's like a group. It's like a handful of us that's just like from this era in XTV that just cannot be explained, man. You just had to be there, and Pac-Man was right there in the thick of it. You know what I mean? Just like my girl Yosi. You know what I mean? I just did a podcast with her. Got a lot of good feedback. Got a lot of good feedback from parts 1 and 2. Sorry it took so long in between podcasts. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with my podcast. So I'm trying to get all these different guests in. It's just like timing is a mug. So that's why that's kind of like why we have the format that we do today. Just for timing reasons, because I got all these guys scheduled, and then they get added to the schedule, and then I don't want to get nobody bumped, and I already promised TVD, and I promised the others, next week I believe we gonna have J&W Boss. We gonna actually run down that Worlds Collides card. That's why I ain't really talked too much about that in the introduction. But, yeah, J&W and I are going to run down that card. A great night it was. People still checking it out. People, at this point, it's April 15th, and, people still haven't checked it out. They still have not had the time to look at it. But it's the real deal, man. It's the real deal. If you haven't seen it, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest that you go to XTV World and go to check out AOA and NXTV Presents Worlds Collide. A hell of a show, and who knows what might be happening in between AOA and NXTV. down the line. Just so much. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? So much on the horizon. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful, sunny state of Florida, where yes, it is hot as blazes. I'm Ernest Justin Turkey Leg, telling you guys that it's a good time. And I'll see you next time.